Hello guys, and welcome to another of Squall's product reviews. Today we are reviewing Marvel Fluxx. Now this just came out. I bought it from Walmart for between 10 and 20, I think. But there's another one that I'm going to be getting, the Jumanji set. So on the back we have Iron Man as a keeper, and Hulk as a keeper, and together they are Science Bros. Contents is 100 cards, 1 collector's coin, and 1 instruction sheet. So this is kind of like a base set, but it's also an expansion because you can throw it in, you can throw the cards together with other sets. Like I have a Batman set that I can throw it with to actually have Batman versus to Marvel vs. DC deck. And no, before you ask, I'm not getting Pirate Fluxx because ninjas hate pirates. And I will not get Firefly Fluxx because I don't like Nathan Fillion. I would like to get Cthulhu Fluxx. Jumanji Fluxx is next. I have a few of the other Fluxxes. And let me know down below in your comments what your favorite Fluxx is. And if any of you say pirate, you're getting downvoted. Alright, so I open this up. So that's what the inner of the box looks like. That cheap plastic coating to keep the coin in there. Oh! It's a turn token. You can see it on there. It says it's my turn. I like that. It's the conch. I don't like that it has a shield on the front of it though, but I guess shield, that's for Captain America. Alright, how to play. Are there any new cards? It doesn't look like it. Okay, alright. So, a few questions that relate specifically to Marvel Fluxx. Do keepers fighting in the arena come from your hand or from a play in front of you? The keepers offered up for combat must already be in play in front of their owners. Okay. If only one combatant is available, that entity simply wins by default. They stick their head in the arena, see that there's nobody there trying to kill them, breathe a sigh of relief, and go home. When in doubt, the general rule with things applying to keepers is that the keeper has to be in play in order to be able to do things. Usually that means using special powers, but in this case it also means obligated to fight in the arena. Why is the goal with Ant-Man and Hawkeye called Somebody's Gonna Get It? Now, pause the video right here. If you know the answer, let me know it down in the comments. But it's a reference to a cover. And you get bonus points if you can describe the cover and maybe even link to it. When did Iron Man, Doctor Strange, and Black Panther become members of the Illuminati? They always have. So there might be X-Men Fluxx eventually. That would be cool. Yeah, why? Okay, which is the next question. Why isn't blank in the game? Even so, someone has a favorite we unfortunately had to leave out. Oh, the game design can only accommodate about 24 keepers. But also, their licensing agreement included limitations which restricted their use of certain characters. So, let's go through the cards, shall we? We shall. Alright, got a thick deck. Okay, there's the inside of the bottom. And then this little plastic piece, which is okay, but I think they could have done better packaging for it. And then plastic wrap as usual. Okay, this gets thrown away. Alright, so basic rules. To begin, shuffle the deck and deal 3 cards to each player. Choose someone to go first, and then keep this card on the table. These are the default rules. You draw one and you play one. And the rules are perpetually changing, which we will see as we go through the sets. We got Spider-Man Keeper. And he's on the front, which I'm glad. But it's not Black Suit Spider-Man, which is my favorite one. We got Captain America Keeper. We got Thor Keeper. Really. Rocket Raccoon. So we're going to have the Guardians of the Galaxy in here. Okay. Keeper. Well, let's read the one rule first. If you fail, you must move this to another player of your choice. The rule is, while you have this in play, you can only say, "I am Groot." That's hilarious. We got a Hulk Keeper. We got Iron Man Keeper. Oh. Spider-Gwen. Yes. Now the team up with her and Spider-Man will be Spider Buds. We got Black Panther. T'Challa. A good-looking Captain Marvel. Without the mohawk. And with a fairly decent hindquarters set. And actually, she is drawn pretty good. She is. We got Shuri. For I don't know why. She goes with Black Panther. We have Thanos as a keeper. Now, I'm questioning it because Thanos should be a creeper. Because he's a bad guy. Like if you have Thanos in play and you have the Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity Stones, and you win. that might have been a better idea, but who knows? Speaking of what I just said, but we'll wait because we got Bucky Barnes. Pretty good design there. So Captain America and him will probably have a team up. Or we'll probably have a goal of them. Yeah, look, the Infinity Gauntlet. And what does the rule say? Once during your turn, you may take the top card from the draw pile and play it immediately. So that's cool. That's pretty much just taking the reality stone, but whatever. And we have Gamora. Pretty good art there. And she got her long purple hair that she's supposed to have. Ant-Man. Played by Scott Lang Ant-Man, who is from the movie. And then Wasp. Why weren't all the Guardians kept together? Because there's Star-Lord. Star-Lord should have been in front, and then Gamora, and then Drax, and then Rocket Raccoon, and then Groot. But whatever. Speaking of Drax, there's Drax. He's actually keeping silent so you can't see him. Hawkeye. Good. Classic Hawkeye. Not the Hawkeye in the movie. Black Widow. Looking kind of close to ScarJo's form, but closer to her comic form. Falcon. Which is really close to the movie form of Falcon, less close to the comic book form. Doctor Strange has got a cool rule. Once during your turn, you may take a random card from another player's hand and play it. And here's our last keeper. Yeah, we have Loki. During your turn, you may exchange this with any other keeper in play. Alright, so now we got goals. First goal is Gods of Asgard. Thor and Loki. Wakanda Forever. Shuri and Black Panther. Galactic Duo. Rocket Raccoon and Groot. Web Slingers. There's their team up. Spider-Man and Gwen. Courageous Captains, both America and Marvel. I don't like this one because it's the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's any three. Any three of them. Okay, Winged Warriors, Falcon and Wasp. Cosmic Chaos, Thanos and Loki. So this must have been like during the Infinity War movie. Because, speaking of Infinity War, Thanos and the Gauntlets. Don't Bug Me Man, Spider-Man and Ant-Man. Sheer Brilliance, Iron Man and Shuri. Hot Hands, Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel. Pin Particles, Ant-Man and the Wasp. The Somebody's Gonna Get It card, Ant-Man and Hawkeye. Civil War, Captain America and Iron Man. Best Friends, Captain America and Bucky. Nope, nope, nope. We'll look at this one first. Powered by Vibranium, Captain America, Black Panther. Captain America's shield's made out of Vibranium. Black Panther's suit is mostly made out of it. This one is getting removed. 83 Women of Power. Whatever. Nope. That's going in the trash. It's trashed. Nope. That card, it doesn't exist. They should take out all sets. The only way that they can have it in is if they also have a Men of Power card. Future Kings, Thor and Black Panther. Teen Scientist, Spider-Man and Shuri. Although I don't know if Shuri is a teenager. Brothers in Arms, Captain America and Falcon. It could also be Military Might because they're both members of the military. Mean and Green, Gamora and Hulk. Brute Force, Drax and Hulk. The Avengers. Three of... See, I like this one better because there's a lot more Avengers available than there are Guardians of the Galaxy. Because you got Thor, Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, Hawkeye, Black Widow. Now, they could have added Spider-Man on there because Spider-Man's been in the Avengers. They could have added Black Panther on there because Black Panther's been in the Avengers. There's Illuminati, which is Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Black Panther. If they have a X-Men one, they can add Professor X to it. Sorry. Family drama, Gamora and Thanos. Sharpshooters, Rocket Raccoon and Hawkeye. Now, this I disagree with. Because Rocket Raccoon isn't... I wouldn't call him a sharpshooter. I would call him a ranged specialist. If anybody was on here, it'd be Bullseye. Because Bullseye and Hawkeye are two sides of the same coin. cover ops, Black Widow and Bucky Barnes, which I agree with. You can only... Okay. Music lovers. Star-Lord. If you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy, you know why. Spider-Gwen. This is deep lore. The only reason Spider-Gwen is on this card is because she's in a band with Mary Jane and what's Black Cat's name? Not Felicity. Anyway, yeah, in her universe, she's in a band with Mary Jane and Black Cat and another girl, I forget who. But this is... in her universe, Peter Parker died when she was trying to save him from Green Goblin. Because she got struck with the spider instead of Peter. Alright. So this Science Bros, there can be more to this because Spider-Man can be on here because Peter Parker is a Spider Bro. So it could be any two of the three. Peter Parker. There's even if they had Fantastic Four in here. Reed Richards. Or they can even have Ant-Man on here because he's a Science Bro. And then Masters of Mysticism, Loki and Doctor Strange. I don't necessarily agree with this card. I don't think Loki is a master of mysticism. If anything, the card should be renamed Magicians. Because I consider Loki like a magician, a sorcerer. There we go, sorcerers. Sorcerers would be a good Masters of Sorcery or something like that. Alright, so now we have actions. Alright, so here's the arena. All players other than you with keepers in play must represent beings must choose one for combat. Players hold a debate about which of the combatants would win in a fight. Then after everyone has made their case, you choose the winner. The victorious player keeps their card while all others are discarded. If only one opponent has keepers, that player must put up 2. Oh, okay. Alright, so they have to debate themselves. In the arena. That's an interesting card. I like that. Action. Thanos snaps his fingers. Gather up all keepers in play except for Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet. Shuffle them up and randomly remove half. Round down. Randomly remove half. Hilarious. Deal out the remainders evenly, starting with yourself. All keepers are immediately put into play by their new owners. That's interesting. Cosmic Cube, okay. Choose one. Steal a keeper in play and put it on the table in front of you. R2, discard any 2 cards in play. New rules, keepers or goal. R3, draw 3 cards. Yes, draw a card draw. Card draw is always good. Alright, so, new action. Team up. First, find 2 new keepers. Do this by drawing a card and discarding it if it's not a keeper. continuing until you played 2 new keepers. Then your new team goes on a little adventure, so to speak. Draw 2 more cards and play them both in the order in which they were drawn. So it could be anything that could happen with two new keepers. That's kind of cool. Wait, does it say? Oh yeah, discard it. It's not a keeper. Okay. Action. Look who's back. Take any keeper that represents a being. Oh, a being. Okay. So like the Infinity Gauntlet doesn't count as a being. I'll discard and play it. All right. So now we're to the rules. They're all oh, okay. And there's. Oh, okay. Some of these are the old from actions from the other sets. Those are actions specific to the Avengers game. All right. New rule: Thwip. Free action. Once during your turn, you may take the top card from the draw pile and play it immediately. That's cool. That's Spider-Man. And Spider-Man also, Spider-Sense, special option. Once during your turn, when drawing cards, you may draw 1 extra. Okay, so it's 1. It's a number. Keep that in mind, because there's actions in here and other rules that affect it when a number is on a card. You may draw 1 extra, look at them all, and put any one of them back onto the draw pile. New rule: Heroic Sacrifice. Free action. Once during your turn, you may discard 1 of your keepers from the table and draw 3 extra cards. Heroic Sacrifice. Okay. New rule: Move the coin. And it's got the coin on it. Takes instant effect. At the end of your turn, you must move the "It's my turn" coin to the next player. If you forget, you must discard a card chosen randomly from your hand. I like this rule. You know why? Because it dictates that you have to end your turn. That's why I dislike playing Magic, because the end phase is not clearly delineated. It's a house rule for me will be automatically that rule comes into play. Alright, okay, so now we have the draw cards. Draw 2, places the draw rule. Draw 3, draw 4, draw 5, okay. And then play 2, play 3, play 4. No play 5, which play 5 was in the other sets, I think. One of the other sets. But there is play all. And there's play all but 1. Play all but 1 of your cards. If you start with no cards in your hand and only drew 1, draw an extra card. Keeper limit 3, keeper limit 4. There's also keeper limit 5 and a keeper limit of 2, which is in the other sets. New rule: hand limit 1, hand limit 2, hand limit 3. Which in the other set there's a hand limit of 0 and a hand limit of 4. Gold Mill. Free action. Once during your turn, discard as many of your gold cards as you choose and draw that many cards. Okay, so this is because gold cards stay in your hand until they get played in the goal area. So you can basically if you say you have a Captain America keeper on the field, and you have 2 Captain America gold cards, well, if you don't think you're going to be able to match one of the other keepers that's on one of the goals, you can take this and you can discard one of the goals to draw a card to replace it. And then with luck, you'll draw the keeper that you immediately discarded, or that you just discarded the goal to. That's happened. That has happened before. I've seen it. I've done it. So if it's happened to you, let me know down there in the comments down below. All right, new rule. Get on with it. One of my favorite rules. Free action. At any time of your final play, if you are not empty-handed, you may discard your entire hand and draw 3 cards. Your turn then ends immediately. Now, how I use it is I like to combo it with the play all but one, and then the 1 card that I leave in my hand is the useless card, and then I do the get on with it rule, which combined with draw 3, combine that with the card that increases the number of cards you draw, that affects that. So, new rule, double agenda, basically makes you be able to have 2 goals out on the field at once. Normally, you can only have 1, but this rule changes it. So, I was going to say, the get on with it rule doesn't affect this, but this is the no hand bonus. A start of turn event. If empty-handed, draw 3 cards before observing the current draw rule. So like if you have to play all, then this would affect that. New rule. Let's keep doing that. A free action. When this new rule is played, choose a discarded action to place with it. This becomes a new free action each player can use once during their turn. Now this was in later sets, I think. It might have been in the Cartoon Network, or it might have been in the regular show one. It wasn't with the base set. But I like it because you can put like more actions on it to where to change up the battlefield. Action: zap a card. Choose any card in play and add it to your hand. This does not include the basic rules card. So basically, you can take the draw card, or you can take the play card, or you take any keeper from anybody. You can even take the Infinity Gauntlet from somebody if you so want to. So the combos with this game are ridiculous. Action: trade. Oh, trade hands. Trade hands. Exactly what it sounds like. Trade your hand with any of your opponents. So this is a good one for when you can combo it with the play all but one, and then leave this as the last card in your hand, or leave this and a useless card in your hand, and then play this. Get rid of the useless card to your opponent, and then get their hands full of get their hand, which is probably full of other stuff, and then, oh look, you have a whole more ton of cards to play with. Yeah, it even says this is one of those times when you can get something for nothing. So like if you had play all, you could leave this to last and then do it. Exchange keepers. Pick any keeper another player has on the table and exchange it for one you have on the table. If you have no keepers to play, or if no one else has a keeper, nothing happens. Like if you're forced to play this, then steal a keeper. Basically, take a keeper in front of a player, put it in front of you. Oh, one of my favorite ones. Everybody gets one. Set your hand aside, count the number of players in the game, including yourself, draw enough cards to give one card to each player, and then distribute them evenly amongst all players. You look at the card and decide who gets what, handing the cards out face down to each player. There's no creepers in... Why are there no creepers anymore? What the... Alright, trash a keeper. Basically, you can take a keeper and play on the table and put it on the discard pile. Let's simplify. Discard your choice of up to half, rounded up, of the new rule cards in play. The basic rules can never be discarded. Why does that need to be added? Are people discarding the basic rules for some reason, or are messing around with them? If you know why, please let me know in the comments down below why they've had to add that flavor text to the card. Alright, rules reset. Reset to the basic rules, discard all new rule cards, and leave only the basic rules in play. Do not discard the current goal. Except if you have the 2-goal card in play, that gets discarded, and then you decide which goal you want to keep in play. Discard and draw. Discard your entire hand and draw as many cards as you discarded. Do not count this card when determining how many cards to draw. Jackpot! Draw 3 extra cards. One of my favorite cards. Random attacks. Take one card at random from the hand of each other player and add these cards to your own hand. Use what you take. Take a card at random from another player's hand and play it immediately. Draw 3, play 2 of them. Set your hand aside, draw 3 cards and play 2 of them in any order you choose. Discard the last card, then pick up your hand and continue with your turn. Discard and all cards played because of it are counted as a single play. Let's do that again. Search through the discard pile, take any action or new rule card you wish and immediately play it. Anyone may look through the discard pile at any time, but the order of what's in the pile should not be changed. Draw 2 and use them. Set your hand aside. Draw 2 cards. Play them in any order you choose, then pick up your hand and continue with your turn. Discard and all cards played because of it are counted as a single play. And trash a new rule. Select one of the new rule cards in play, not the basic rules, and place it on the discard pile. Okay. I noticed... Well, let me rephrase that, because Batman had creepers in it. Regular show had 2 creepers in it. The geese and the pixelated bad guy. The Cartoon Network one doesn't have any creepers. Let me see. What other ones do I have? Okay, so Batman has creepers, the bad guys. Adventure Time? Have I even... I think I've played with the set. Let's see if it has any creepers in it. Keeper. Well, it has trap cards in it. The purple ones. Yeah, creeper. Okay. Hunts and Abadir. I have no idea who that is. I don't think I've ever played with the Adventure Time set. Huh. Yeah, because there's Two's Goose in here. I have no idea what that is. Oh, Ice King's probably a creeper. Maybe, we'll see. Tunes Never Die. That would be a good one to add with the marble one. There we go. Mathematical. Anytime a numeral is seen on another card, add 1 to that numeral. For example, 1 remains 2, 1 becomes 2, while 1 as the word remains 1. Yes, this affects the basic rules. In the base set, there's one called inflation, which does the same thing. So, combine inflation with this. You're going through whole decks of Fluxx at a time. I like that. Oh, the Lich. Okay, and Candy Zombies. Okay, so there's 3 creepers in this one. Magic Man is a creeper. Oh, Ice King is a keeper. Okay, never mind. I stand corrected. Okay, so there's 4 creepers in that set. But what's interesting... Okay, so there's a couple creepers in there. There are no creepers in the Cartoon Network Fluxx. None at all. I was surprised when I went through there. And there's only 2 in the regular show Fluxx. And then the base set has like 6, 7 different creepers. So yeah. So if I'm missing any versions of Fluxx that I haven't mentioned earlier, let me know. Because I want to get the Cthulhu one, and I want to get the Jumanji one. I have no interest in the Pirate one. I have no interest in the Firefly one. So just 4. Heads or tails, buddies? Take a guess. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Throw a like on that video. Smash that like button. Hit the bell for notifications. Comment down below. Do all that stuff. Pull a Rudy. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Take care of yourselves and have a great day. Heads.